anybody is so desperate to get Flatland without buying Frozen Factory, and they want to like use a stats unlocker, I think you're quite welcome there, dude. Flatland is one of the perks of the expansion pack, or rather, it's not, as I've just described. Come on. It might not have been YouTube, by the way. It could actually have been Restream.io. I'm actually using a third-party service to stream the game, and I'm very impressed with it. I just like struggle to work out how and why they've got the bandwidth to do it. Maybe they're not very big, but I'm like they don't put any adverts in or anything. I'm just sort of a bit bemused that they could possibly exist. Glad they do. I've been impressed with their service so far. No, I didn't, Steve, but I did get quite a long message from him on Google Chat, which I've currently, ignored, that's a bit mean, not really read. Awesome. Yes, I mean, that's the sort of shit that he does for a living. So yeah, he's doing that. Yeah, so we'll say Rob has been working on a system where we're doing our own hosting, basically, for Fortress Craft. I mean, if it takes off, Rob will just look after that full time. I'm sure he'd be happy to do that, from basically what he does now. So the plan is that it's literally, you sign up with, it's technically with Amazon, but you sign up with us, you say, I want to run a Fortress Craft server, I want this many players, and we go, right, that's $300 a month, and you click the button, and then we charge you $300 a month, and you get your server. It's probably going to be a bit less than $300 a month. But what Fortress Craft needs, or what I need, not Fortress Craft, is ongoing revenue. So you've all bought the game, sure. Some of you bought it a few times. Thank you, you're awesome. But what I need is you, not literally you, but you as in the people playing the game, to buy the game every month, or to buy a $5 version of the game every month, to buy hosting for $5 every single month. That is where the money is. That is why you've got shit like Minecraft Realms. There are entire multi-million dollar companies based almost exclusively on hosting. Now, I don't think I'm going to make it into the multi-million dollar territory somehow, but if we are looking at, let's say, 1,000 people hosting Fortress Craft servers at $5 profit per month each, I'm laughing. That's quite a lot of money. and it's the ongoing revenue thing. It's the upsell. It's very, very important. I've talked about upsell a bit before. It's the when you buy a new car, they'll try and sell you fancy pants seats and thing. I think I can't, don't quote me on this, okay? Don't quote me on this, all right? I don't actually know the numbers, but it's something. It's quite horrible. It's something like $12 a month, yeah, just to break even. So if we charge $12 a month, we make zero. Obviously, I can't do that. You know, I will have to pay Rob for his time. And stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting because it really does give us the opportunity to, as I said, not literally, but the opportunity to charge you every month for the same thing, and that's where the real money's at. And yeah, that's like MMOs do that. You've got server hosts to do that. You've got games that charge you for currency. It's being able to find the real fans of the game, whatever the game is. Many games do this, all the successful ones do it, and repeatedly charge them for things. That is good business sense. I'm rubbish at it, but that's good business sense. But yeah, that will be hosted by Amazon. And I don't know exactly how much we'll charge. I need to talk to Rob. Like I said, a lot of it depends on how much time Rob thinks he's going to spend on it. Obviously, I can't expect him to spend his time for free on it. Something I think a lot of people surprising. A lot of people sort of forget that, sure, it's fun to write computer games, but when it's your job, you want to be paid to do it. Like, I've read a lot of games in my time, and a great number of games. I released 74 AAA games I did. Huge amount. You better fucking believe I better get paid or I'm not doing it. Okay, well we'll go the rest of the way, then I think that should be fast enough. Well, you can donate to me your life, doesn't mean you're going to get a server. But yeah, that will be literally paying most of the money goes to Amazon.
Crafting.
And, you know, not obviously is all as profit. They obviously have to pay the man to put the machine in the rack, and when it goes wrong, he has to replace it, and all of those other fun little things. But it should be cool. I'm trying to work out if that's Killer Jason's best insult. How about cunt nugget, or fuck nut, or he's uploading. Is that Clash of Clans? Is he actually uploading Clash of Clans videos? He's actually uploading Clash in a non-ironic way. Sorry, the kids we fucking get in here. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No, Killer Jason, I'm sure you did it to make an interesting point on the sort of the dichotomy of society, to say, you know, the whole choice of the people, the disastrous consequences when you put the control in the hands of people and not politicians, and not just a way to get a rise out of people. Absolutely, I'm sure. Not a doubt in my mind. I don't have any good things. Okay, shall we see how this is looking then? All the way down here at the bottom of my machines. That one's full of iron. Yeah, Nick says that's not possible. I think there's a bug. I yesterday believe that I saw a a machine. It was, I believe I saw an ore extractor put resin into a remove only hopper. I have to look up Vas deruffans. It is the male part of the reproductive male system of vertebrae. It transports sperm for the epididymis. Okay. Right. No, it's okay. I have seen turbines put things in remove onlys. I have seen 3 things now. Were you a network client, by the way, or was it single player? That's really important. Loving to tacos, I don't know if you have any possible influence or clout, or you can help in any way. Yogscast are looking for survival games to play, so I'm like, hey guys, okay. Yeah, I think there's a bug. I'm sure there is a bug. Holy shit, this is all cleared out. Look at this first. Look at this. Look at this mofo. Do I have... No ablators. Hold on. I guess technically this one will work when power comes through. Yeah, just want to make clear, the 300 month, that was a joke, by the way. I'm probably expecting something like $13 for like a tiny server and $20 for a big one. Like I said, it will be a couple of dollars profit on our part to make, to offset the amount of work that's required, but it's going to be in that level of sort of thing. It's quite a large amount. I was surprised how much it was to run a server, because I was like, well, why isn't it cheaper than that? Like I would have thought Amazon you could rent a server for peanuts if you weren't using it much. Yeah. I don't. Okay, I'll pass that on. Can you be a bit more? Do you have any better information other than sometimes? Sometimes my car explodes, but really I need the specific information about the why. Yes and no. I'm just surprised that the entry point is so high. That there's no 50-cent bracket. That's all. This is not my area. I mean, I absolutely do not move at all in that sort of area. So I've no expertise in the slightest to base my surprise on. I was just like, I'll be less than that. No, well, But it does mean that people can get something they really want, and I get money from it. It's a total win-win situation. It's sad that Amazon get most of it, but there's no way I'm going to set up a fucking data center. I love it. I think most of it is just the sheer unbelievable ease of use and the standardness of Amazon. I don't know if he's using EC2. Don't ask me. He's on the Discord. He would know. I have no idea. I try very, very hard to... If I'm delegating, I delegate. So I don't have a fucking clue of the mods work. Don't know. Don't care. If I have a specific question, I'll ask Nick. So I don't know how it works. All I know is it's Amazon. It's probably EC2. Might be EC1. Might be EC3 if it's such a thing. I have no idea. Let's see how. Have I got any nickel on me? 9. I guess that's a little bit. So yeah. Don't ask me. That's a bug. Did I actually get 2 out of it? No, I didn't. Okay. So it looks like they both processed, but that's not true. Sure. Okay. Cool. EC2. But basically, it just boots up an instance of the game. I've got some work to do, obviously, on the server. But that'll be cool. I know a lot of people want to run their own servers, but they have no technical expertise, and this just basically says, cool, for $5 a month we'll run your server. Right now, you can't set admin permissions, you can't tweak, you can't select which world. That's all you can tweak. So you should be able to set many more parameters than that. I should probably make a note on that one. Yeah, there you go, networking. Change difficulty settings on the fly as server. How I separate my oils out the cargo lift. I can show you that, Tacos, sure. Please bear in mind that right now I'm only sending up 1 ore to it. Now, that's because I've got a serious issue. So what I've done is this is the system I've got here. So this is a 1,000 capacity cargo lift. So the important thing is, as soon as the cargo lift arrives, you must remove 1,000 ore from it instantly, so it can go back down. A lift that is loading or unloading is wasting time. First rule. So we have 3, 6, 9, 11. No, 3, 6, 9, 10, 1100. We have more than 1,000 capacity. So when this lift arrives, it will offload instantly. It will arrive gone. I've then done the usual jibbity jabbity there, and that then goes into 5 smelters. They're powered off a lens there. They don't need to, because they go to sleep while it's away. That then pops into 5 offloads. Now this is the bottleneck, okay? This is the limiting factor on the speed, but it's not really a problem. These go all collapse into a single storage hopper, and I know for a fact this has only got nickel, gold, and titanium. So I have a nickel, gold, and titanium filter there. Now I was getting bottlenecks, so I've also got it so any titanium in that one goes round into the titanium side, any nickel goes round to the nickel side. If you want to make this quicker, it should have been a row of storage hoppers, matter movers to shunt it out, spread it wide, and then if you hadn't done the idiotic thing I did and put these together, you could then put filters on each one. It just depends how quick it will be. So we just wait a second. We're going to have to wait a little while. It's not bad system. It's not brilliant. What probably would have been better, really, if I'd spent more time on it, is to have 3, 6, 9, 12 storage hoppers, each leading out to 12 smelters, and then just have a filtering system that's probably would have been about that big to get it through. Yeah, well, I'll definitely. I'm on casual, which helps as well. But yeah, that was how I did it. So
Your base is under attack.
I don't recommend on any of the lower difficulties, unless you're using mass storage, do not sort your ore. Okay, don't sort your bars, not your ore. There's no point in sorting your ore because it will. It's too much of it, and you don't need to. On the hardest difficulties, on Greg mode, you will need to sort your ore because there, it won't fit. Now, the reason I'm sorting it, you see, there's no point in sorting it, except for the fact that when you're inputting to mass storage, if you go nickel, 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 5 nickels, it will put 5 nickels in. If you go nickel, titanium, 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 it will go nickel, and then it waits some more nickel. So sorting your bars on mass storage input is very efficient. Shara, if the red flame, if the frame on the quest message blinks red, it means you've not done it for half an hour, and you should get your finger out. Yeah, you should smelt it for heading storage. You should, if you want to have your storage efficient, you should sort it. I kind of want to wait for it to arrive.
Your base is under attack.
I wonder where it's... Oh. While we're waiting...
Your base is under attack.
If it's at 335 minutes, you should either sort it out or go to it and turn it off. I don't... That one, yeah, but you won't get that. You won't get it flashing red for
Your base is under attack.
or extractor missions because they inherently last 1 minute. Because you either solve them or the minute number increases. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to the changes I'm going to be making to bombs, but I suspect that will be in patch 11. So we're going to have a bit of a weird thing. We're going to have patch 9, patch 10, and then patch 11, all within 1 month and 1 day of each other. The reason I'm getting rest, by the way, is the missiles aren't firing quite as I want them to. Should we phrase it like that? That one. That one. Bombs are going to be made much more expensive to craft. Much more expensive. I will also be adding in a cheap bomb that only creates a 3x3. So clearing shafts becomes much easier, and clearing out hive minds becomes different. Right now, honestly, the bombs are just ridiculous. Like, absolutely, they're just too big. But they're super satisfying. So if they weren't so satisfying, I would nerf them heavily. But they're too satisfying to nerf. So they will stay in as they are. But currently, what's it require? 32 lithium to craft. It's just silly. Yes, Boggis, that would be amazing. Bahama, if you're in a location where you can mass produce them, the change won't affect you. This is primarily for people who are getting on to the point where they are being attacked by hive minds, like for the early game, or they're trying to make lift shafts. That's what it's for. Shara, if there's a mission that I expect to take longer than half an hour, it won't flash. If it is a mission I expect to take less than half an hour, it will flash. That's the only difference. Wow. I'm surprised. Also, right, if you've had a mission to build an induction charger for longer than half an hour, bloody well build an induction charger. Here we go. Here's the arrival of the ore. The ore shunts off. It's empty. I know it looks like it leads for it's empty. That's just because those visuals are smoothed. You can also see the spinny things on the top of the smelters as they are winding their way up. So they've been changed recently, so they now take a longer time to spin up speed and a much longer time to slow down. So this means that you should get a much better clue of how hard that smelter's working. So for instance, I can see this one isn't doing anything. So I'm going to hazard a guess that this one is set to the wrong thing. No, okay. Yeah, so you can now use the induction filters as a quick glance of what's working and what's not. So I can immediately see I've got an issue here, and confused why. So why is that? Probably ore smearing. So if we push that one through there, that will probably give us some. There we go. It's spinning up. Isn't that cool? Bet you never noticed that before. Shara, I'm afraid I can't look at that. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. Yes, I can. You can see that I have the gun equipped. I don't see any cannons on there. Cannons are the shoulder-mounted ones. But, yeah. I don't see... Okay, A, I don't see the cannons. B, you should build an induction charger. So, yeah, it makes me sad about little features like that. I don't think a lot of people realise those things are in. Those sort of changes that show visually how something's working. They're going to be really, really cool on VR when you don't want to read text. You want to look and you want to feel the world is working and doing everything. Greg mode is the hardest difficulty in the game. It is designed to take approximately 2 months of playtime to finish. Now, the one that goes below is the blaster cannon rifle, I think. But yeah, the clue is cannons, plural. There are 3 weapons for the spider bot. So yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed the speed, but I can see also that this one's probably a bit underutilized. So maybe I could consider arranging. You know, maybe I should arrange. Can I have a window? No, maybe I could arrange something like that. You know, maybe that will give that smelter a bit more go because we'll have smearing in from these sides. YouTube does have a messaging system, but I don't. Don't in so many ways. So yeah, I hope that answered the question. I really like the induction charger, so I can obviously see that I'm not utilising all of my smelters equally, and that's really awesome. So that's a fairly new change. I don't care that much. The rule is, right, these must all be spun down by the time we come back up. We're only a third full. We are mostly complete. I have a tiny bit of ore left to go. So that's the rule. As long as you are clearing it down and smelting it all, well, as long as you're clearing it down, it doesn't matter about smelting it, as long as it's cleared down, you're done. And then we've got a tiny handful left here. Like titanium ore? No, 1 titanium ore. Yes, I'm just trying to clear a bit more room so my gun turrets are more likely to hit stuff. Okay, so hopefully that will help. I still think I might need to pump more nickel in, but let's see how we're doing. So we are now removing more from the mass storage than we're putting in. Probably because we're only putting in one thing. So what we're doing... check Discord. Is there anything particular to check in Discord? Right, there's some pictures. Any tips? I don't know. I don't know, what would you do? Yeah, it's a base. I don't have a PM from you in... Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, okay, I'll pass on to Nick. When you had a debug log in there, it returned true and it actually failed. Oh, okay. Yep, I will pass that on to Nick, and we can have a look at it tomorrow. Right, still not getting enough nickel in. I guess we'll let's go have a look underground. So what we're doing is I'm working towards, again, a fully automated base, and part of that process is now taking the refined items from here and sending them down. Oh, before I teleport, which I'm about to do, let's grab these. I'm letting these back up. That's on purpose. These are my primary building blocks for high-end tier 3. A player would normally have had lots of them by now. I don't, because obviously I've been... I only just implemented those machines. I am going to need to seriously crank up the rate of generation of those machines. Incidentally, by the way, the cryoplasm is working hard. It's just not getting any closer. It is filling up something. I have got some time bought. I haven't needed to panic. I am currently trying to put together English, the language. I'm currently trying to put together geothermal blocks. It is not going very quickly because I've only transported 37 of these down. I have a map, so what will happen is from here, Arthur. There's Arthur up there. This will land. Clunk. And it dropped off, what, nothing? Right. What will happen is it will drop off any advanced machine blocks, which will then go into here. So this is only going to be crafted items from the surface that I require in recipes that are being auto-crafted down here. So it's completely automated. The problem is I don't have any of those machines. The beginning with I get that. I don't think I've got any on me at all. And they go into there. I just have to wait. Once I've got enough, I can build my first geothermal. Currently, this is all going to... Well, actually, that's going to sleep. So... You what? Yeah, I think that's an interesting bug. That's probably a network client. There's no way that's 128. So yeah, we've got a working production system. Nobody answered my question. Why the hell don't I use a trencher on the nickel? Is there any reason not to do that? I believe it's 100%. Oh, you motherfuckers. Whoa. The camo bots have nuked all the power. It's 100% on tier 2 ore, isn't it? Oh, near as fucking damn it. Ah, we're actually out of power. Taboo, you mean like that? Yes, there you go. Do you want to watch it shoot something else? Do you want to watch it shoot some more, or are you gonna...
More energy needed.
I can't remember actually, Nick, Steve, but it's going to be more reliable than what I've got currently. Yes, it's like 70% on tier 2, isn't it? No, Taboo, why would I do that? How about, instead of you asking me to make the game easier, you play it properly? Here is my organic... hasn't done a very good job, I will freely admit that. But here is a camo bot trap that will farm, kill, and collect the resources from camo bots. So... trap them. Set up a trap, use it. They're camouflaged. It would be very rubbish if we could shoot them, wouldn't it? Shane, rack rails are bonkers fast. If it's your first game, I agree. If it's not your first game, right, you should have had loads of rack rails. Yeah, if it's not your first game, you should have this setup. Rack rail. 1, 2, 3, 400 rack rails. Done. Yeah? And have you seen how fast the rack rail machine goes? Look. You can get 60 rack rails a minute out of that. So you should be doing your rack rails in advance. Okay, so we're going to go down, we're going to build a trencher at nickel. Don't know why I came out the coal cavern. Do I have a manufacturing plant? Yes, I do. It's over by the old titanium. You said the main problem was iron. Like, the bomb changes I'm making, by the way, should make shafts quicker. Oh, the double segment bug, by the way, is fixed. Hey. Oh, yep, no, I completely agree. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were trying to say, because I'm stupid. Oh, fuck you. I managed to get myself jammed in the corner.
Fusing up.
It's a bit late for that. I got myself jammed inside a wall. I was stupid. I don't know. I don't mean to say. I got myself jammed in a wall. It's not a bug. I absolutely just stood in a really stupid place. I kind of want a hard lock saying no 60, and I don't give a shit whether or not you think I can hit 60. That means I'm hitting less than half of 60. Reduce FPS when more than less than 50% of target slower. I haven't had as much coffee today, James. I got to go for a 2-hour bike ride, my motorbike, which was calm. It lets my brain clear out and slow down. I am fully aware, by the way, when I hook up a trencher, my next problem will be getting the frickin' ore out, but that's a problem I'd rather solve, I think. Also, really, trenchers are awesome. I totally forgot that this was kind of a thing. So this is what I mean, by the way, about these. I think the tier 1 ones should be much, much, much less efficient. I think they are really, really overpoweredly good, and I suspect we might have to come back and fix them. Because right now, I can just think of this as the first ore extractor, right? That's it. There you go. There's another one, and I could make, I don't know, 100 of these. I can't deal with the ore, admittedly, so maybe it's not so a problem because I've pushed the issue to a different problem. So maybe it's not so much an issue. Huh? They are what? Anonymate, I don't understand your question. They don't work without a drill head. So, no, that makes no sense. You make no sense. I could build without a drill head. I'll show you. But that's just a completely bonkers thing to say. So we're looking for a 3x3 facet. Or we'll make one. No, that you're thinking about ore extractors. These aren't ore extractors. So ask your question without making any assumptions. Do you remember what I said I did sometimes? I would just put a workflow excavator on a machine whilst I was working. I wish I'd do it more, because it really helps when I come back and go, no. How big is the veins? Yeah, I know. I just want to be a bit careful. Not very big. They are big mining machines. The important thing about them is that they can dig up tier 4 ores. That's their kind of raison d'etre. So, let us. Well, James, if you've not played the game in a while, you'll find that after you've watched the stream for about 5 minutes, you go, wow, a lot has changed in the last XYZ while. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to have the power to run this, but power is an easy thing to resolve. Yeah, yeah, it really should be, Steve. I'm not worried about that. Just don't want to. If I can find a nice one without tearing it up, Means I don't waste resources. Actually, doesn't this go underground a bit more or something? Yeah, it's primarily... Oh, what an odd-shaped vein. Okay. I've no idea, Steve, but I don't care. Power is almost never anything I care about. Oh no, I need more power. Well, I'll get some more power then, you know. Right, so... is that going to get me a 3x3 vein? Yeah. Okay. So... do I have a decent battery? Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe I will be slightly trying to run before I can walk here. I think, to be honest, now I've realised that you can use trenches on these, I'll probably just upgrade a lot of things to trenches. It means I don't have to worry about plasma heads. Plasma heads are a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 thing. This means you don't get 100% efficiency, but you get pretty freaking good efficiency. Okay. There's our 3x3x3. Here is so this is a tier 1 drill head, or a tier 4 drill head, or a tier 4 Mark 1 drill head. Call it what you will. Steve, I suspect they are less efficient. It doesn't matter, because obviously you don't have the option of... fuck off. Obviously you don't actually have the option of using them on tier 4 ores, so it's not something I have to worry about. But even if it does use up a lot of power, before long, power becomes a complete irrelevancy, because I'm going to have geothermals. Fixed the super dig? What? What do you mean I fixed the super dig? I haven't changed super dig in about, I don't know, forever? Does that forever? Oh, you gods. Please pick up the right thing. Has it picked it up? So, nominate, before I do that, yeah? That's the drill head, that's the motor. That's why when you said that, I'm like, I don't listen. Hampton, that's because I have a Mark II head fitted, a Mark II drill gun. Mark II guns are quicker, Mark IIIs are even quicker still, but I'm way off those. Oh wow, irony level high. So those are currently running 40 power per second down, because obviously I can't actually run a trencher flat out. Like I don't have the ore handling capabilities to run a flat out trencher. So kind of its actual maximum throughput is a bit irrelevant. All that matters is, can I outrun it? Things, yeah. Well, thank you, chaps. I do try and improve it. Sometimes people say I make it worse, but I'm pretty sure anything I do, somebody will say that it makes it worse. Nominate, does this make more sense, by the way? Because you were talking about the thing. Oh, the frame rate's back up to 60. I like being away from the main base. So right now it's working hard. It's going to pull out 800 in a haul. I actually think that's a lie. I think it means 800 per minute. It's 2 hauls per minute. Next door in 16 seconds. 15. I'm pretty sure it won't have handed off all the ore by the time the next one is ready. Yeah, so don't think ore extractors. They do have drill heads, sure. They're silent as well, if you noticed. It probably needs to not start drilling. I'll make a note of that one. Trencher shouldn't start drilling when at low power until power is at least, say, 30%. Yeah, I've already changed that, but it's getting up to like 400. No. It should hit like 5,000 and then start to go. Come on, 4 seconds. I've still got some power, let's give it. I don't mind people thinking that changes are bad. I only have a problem when people say that changes are bad but are unable to quantify using maths or other useful quantifying things why they're bad. For instance, somebody yesterday asked me, am I going to put better shaders in the game? And I'm like, not really sure what you mean by putting better shaders. What like the X11 shaders? Like, specifically, what is it you're after here? I'm a bit concerned, by the way, about draining all the power into these. You can't post links in YouTube streams unless you're a moderator. No, I don't know why. There we go. And at this point, right, notice the power. Right, it's collecting power, it's collecting power, it's collecting power. I have got 450 ore on board to offload. Well, it was just I was like, well, I don't really know what you mean by better shaders. No, what do you mean by better shaders? I can change the current shaders, but I'm not sure that'll make them, better. Elizabeth, as a general rule of thumb, I don't do what people tell me to do simply because they told me to do it. Sorry. Oh, did I get an upgrade? I can't remember. Well, firstly, I'm not a YouTuber. I am a streamer. I'm streaming across multiple platforms. Secondly, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm simply streaming development of my game. I write and sell games for a living. I don't use YouTube for a living. But I'm getting quite tired of you, quote-unquote, Elizabeth. You already managed to tell us that you go onto people's streams and troll them. I'm getting quite tired of your quite childish antics, to be quite frank. So consider this your first warning to at least do a vague impression of acting like a grown-up. And if you can't manage that, then perhaps you should find another channel to be in. Yeah, I can get you the Discord link. I mean, you're clearly looking for a rise, but I'm afraid because I'm not 6, you're not going to get one. That's the Discord link if you need it. James. Now, how on earth? I suspect I could do a little bit of redesign. I remember last time I went up this way. It works out well because if you can't act like an adult, I don't particularly want you in my stream. So you can either act like an adult, or you can leave. I don't really care. I'll leave the choice down to you. I'm sure there are plenty of streams of 13-year-old boys playing Minecraft that you could thing. Princess Yi, also streaming to YouTube at the same time. YouTube is actually proving really good. We actually get more throughput of people, which is interesting. Are you serious? We also get much lower latency, better transcoding, all of that stuff. Okay, bye then. I don't really care whether people are adults or not. All I care is that coming into my stream 3 times a day and shouting, remember me, and then shouting, well, the random shit she's shouting. Hold on. Now, right now, there are no messages, by the way, for... Oh, that looks good. That looks so good. Look at that. There are no messages for the trenchers. And... wait, hold on. It's because it's out of power. So, what's happened here? This is interesting. Here's our emergent behaviour, right? Those camo bots have soaked up so much power that the turrets have gone offline. Because the turrets are offline, they're soaking power up and they aren't managing to fix themselves. And because of that, the cargo lift has gone offline. Because the cargo lift has gone offline, I've run out of resources. Interesting little cascade scenario there, isn't it? Yeah, if you're interested in it, it's gaming.youtube.com/projectgames/live. Go on, get wrecked. Yeah. It's because, Bahamut, there is plenty of things for them to target. However, this does mean that my turbines are dry. I forgot, I did crank up their nicking capability. Mark III conduits. I'm not sure what you mean by Mark III conduits. A Vectical, that sounds like a good way to hurt the frame rate. Okay, we've now got 3 turrets here, yeah. This should help. Elizabeth Sloan, you can stay as long as you're polite and you act a little bit grown up. Mark III induction. What do you mean? What are they? You've got Mark IIs in your picture. Mark IIIs are quicker. You've got blues. You want purples. Remember the Warcraft colours. When Grandma burps, Patrick obeys. White, green, purple, orange. White, green, blue, purple, orange. Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually, Steve. Apart from the... Oh, I've got one. I've got a very little one. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, good plan, Steve. Because it's fascinating. It's fascinating as an issue. Yeah, because what's happening is they are... no, it's alright. It just shouldn't be connected. As long as it fills, it's okay. Now, see, as long as the turrets have got power, That's fine. But what was happening is these turrets, as you can see, this thing gets power and it's yanked out by all these chrome lasers. So these have probably got enough for like 2 shots of power or something. Not much. So hopefully that means it's all coming back in it there. I already got decoy batteries. So over here, we have this little beauty. Camelbots love this shit, and you can see I have that there, so they get killed automatically. It's worth making your batteries accessible with turrets. You get a lot of organic rock without even really trying. It just drops everywhere. Oh yes, that's forced induction rather than induction pads or anything like that. But yeah, it looks to me like I might be suffering a problem further up. And Elizabeth, do I sound like I'm amused by this at all? I should stop talking about... Yeah, so tomorrow I am going to see if I can have a chat with Nick about the sand overwrite issue. See if he can point where it's happening, because it does mean weighted commands. And also bug in the fluid. I'd also really like to fix this teleport issue. Overall, though, I think his most important thing is... Yeah, they're right there, look. To be fair, they don't need to be on batteries that are hooked up. I haven't got any spares. The real question is 0. Sorry, the real answer is 0. Vectical, the moment they become hostile and start moving. The thing is, once they're locked on, the only way to get them off is to shoot them. If you delete what they're hooked onto, they get hostile. Okay, shoo. Wow, my mass storage is actually beginning to empty. Crystal's offline. Wow, those Camelbots have done a fucking number. Bloody hell. Good. Excellent. I remember how you told me that you had cancer, yes. Don't need that. So anything else I don't really need. 1 copper wire probably isn't much use. Those are useful. Oh, hooray. Yeah, you. Don't know why I have any iron pipes. Oh, I made the iron pipes by mistake. Is that a threat, Bahamut? Okay, so... And any small amounts of crap. Cool. Yeah, I don't think it takes any stack threat than 5,000. So if you've got like massive stacks, it just doesn't take them. Massive stacks. Lenses. I think I will have a bigger storage hopper and lenses. The only reason I've got a little one or the other ones because I really like how they look. Like, I'm really, really taken with them. And it's a bit of a shame that most of the time objects sit inside conveyors. It looks like I've broken this though. I've finally broken the back of that. Elizabeth, I don't know who you are. I've no idea who you are, apart from you keep coming in here and just monologuing. If you're trying to do an impression of a 14-year-old girl and the crazy flow of consciousness, 10 out of 10 for nailing the 14-year-old girl crazy flow of consciousness. Yay, I'm very glad that you no longer have cancer. Given the random selection of shit you've told us over the last few weeks, I'm not sure I believe anything you say. I don't know if you know the story of the boy who cried wolf, but it kind of feels appropriate. I think the Camelbots are a suitable challenge right now. They have quite literally managed to nobble my base right in its face, so I'm not like going, how can I make these more challenging? Oh. Did I? Okay, I've just been macerating that liquid resin. Theoretically. Okay, when nickel comes back up a bit further, you see, we can start to maybe turn on others. Apparently I'm out of gold. It's only nickel and iron. It's really nickel and iron I need right now. See, if I put that side, I could have shared with that one. Greg, yes, sort of. Just put it this way, okay? Don't build 200 meters away from your base a completely solar powered base that isn't connected to anything, because you'll regret it. Other than that, right, you ain't gonna notice this. That's very deep there, Taboo Raver. I wonder if... no. It must be arranged to arrange what... yes, there is. If I put that there... please don't look, this is going to be a bit messy. Oh, no, it won't. Yes, yes, there we go. Right. And now you found some. Yeah, to be honest, Greg, why wouldn't it be? Right? It's a bit more complicated than perhaps you understand. I'm suspicious that was broken. But as you can see, like, so for example, see, I've got this cargo lift out here, right? Right, there's no point in having a cargo lift that's not connected to this system here. This system here is connected to my mass storage. My mass storage is connected to my ore extractors and my power, right? It's you can trace using lasers and conveyor belts and machines all the way back, right? Now, it doesn't have to be actually connected to the CPH. The more specific thing is it must be either connected to the CPH or to a machine in the CPH's frustrum if you never go near the CPH, which you probably will. This is only referring to load. This isn't referring to ongoing stuff, okay? So you can see my base is all interconnected. It kind of has to be. If you build something out here, that's fine. No problems. As you can see there, I've got something there. I don't know what it is. It's fine. All good. If you build a solar-powered ore extraction plant out here, and you start the game up at your base, and you never visit that, the game doesn't know it's there. And that's why you have to interconnect. It's to let the game know that whatever it is that you're making exists. If it doesn't know it exists, it can't do it. Again, you wouldn't believe the flack I've got off this. People are like, oh, you should fix this. I'm like, well, I don't really see what you want me to do to fix it. Oh, Vectical, I think we've heard enough about your past to know that you've done a little bit more than just make cheesecake. Incidentally, what flavour cheesecake was it? Was it nice? Was that good cheesecake? Do you know what? I missed that duplication error someone told me. I'd like to cheat now. Yeah. Let's get enough for...
Crafting.
that one.
Crafting.
I'm not really a fan of raspberry. Oh good, there's another induction charger under there. Do you guys remember patch 8? Do you remember patch 8 and also 764 where we didn't have induction chargers? Do you remember playing the game without induction chargers? How did we manage? Solar, so we need 1, 2, 3.
Crafting.
Still think Mark IIs are too cheap. I don't think I've ever used Mark 1s in this game. Admittedly, I have got in this game a surplus of resin, I guess. Bahamut, that's okay. So, my resin factory's out there, but as long as you visit it once, it will be there. It's when you don't visit them is the problem. Yeah, because you have to make it load up. Now, if you are worried about this, run a tier 0 laser from your main base out to your resin. Done. But as long as your resin factory, right, is running the resin back into the loaded area, it will be fine. Oh wow, it's 2:40. I'm not tired yet. I feel exhausted, but not tired. Stephen, I'd agree with you if the frame rate wasn't quite so bad. Am I still not? Yeah, okay, I think I'm just about going to claw back power. Okay, let's see if we can't work out why the jet turbines aren't working. Nickel is now flowing. Awesome. You can do. To point out, using the Unity engine, you are easily and trivially capable of loading in sound effects and textures and things. This is my notes for tomorrow, by the way. Lots of things to do tomorrow. Alright, jet turbines. Let's have a look. Well, Stephen, the next patch will probably have the same frame rate, if not slightly worse. The patch after should have much improved frame rate. And that is because we will be moving to a new form of rendering, one that I haven't had access to before, and it will make a significant difference. So, can't promise you a better frame rate, but I will A, do my best, and B, be very, very surprised if it's not better. Now, is this getting bigger or smaller? So what's that? That's 3,000 PPS. So I can get, yeah, I can get a lot more. What I really want is another conduit. Another conduit requires the lenses, which I have, and the lasers, which I can get at the cost of the other thing, so that's fine. Well, it really depends, Greg. Do you play the game on casual death or clumsy or what? So if I was playing the game on clumsy, I'd be shouting
Crafting.
at this point.
Crafting. Crafting.
I'd be shouting a lot at
Crafting.
the screen. But I'm not.
Crafting.